All right, I'm back.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we were, let's go back to where I was. I think I was saying that it's almost like having another person.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so AI is almost like having another person on your team. It's something that you brainstorm with. And I feel like it's sometimes so helpful. You know, like sometimes when I have a question, I want to talk to someone, that person
Yeah.
may not be available. And at times it's you just ask a question and the answers come to you. So AI, we are in a at the cusp of innovation. And I truly agree with you. There are things that are totally administrative, which we don't need to spend time on.
Yes.
So yeah, totally agree with you.
Yeah, it's a really good tool, and I mean it's not perfect, but if you're not using it, you're going to be spending way more time than you need to on a couple different things.
Awesome. And so tell us, how do you use it today?
Yeah, so good question. So I'd say there are three primary tools that I use on a regular basis.
Hmm.
Again, as I'm staying with other things, I've used other tools before, but these are the tools that I use pretty regularly that I'd say add a lot of value. So I think Gemini, so Salesforce uses Gemini, we have Gemini. It's really, really helpful. And it's that typical chatbot LLM AI tool that you can easily chat with. So I think it's something where it allows you to easily brainstorm those ideas. It allows you to easily put some content together, not to spend too much time on it, but I think just calling out a few of the features that I heavily use. So gems are a big one. I think there was recently a presentation I was a part of where a colleague talked about how he put together a gem that was actually a project assistant, if you will. So he was able to set the context. He was able to provide details, and gems with Gemini really allows you to have that consistent context throughout any questions you ask. So if you're coming back to something, it can be great. So I think that's one. Deep research is another one. So with deep research, a lot of tools have it, the ability to have it do more like a report type of thing. So especially for something where maybe you're not as familiar, but but even if you are, maybe it's something where, hey, I did this maybe a year ago. Salesforce Connect is a big one where at my client, we recently implemented it. So it allowed me to make sure just, hey, in between when I last implemented and now, do I have the right thing? So I think that's
Uh,
two. Yeah, it was really, really good. Just not as much to be like, okay, I know what worked, but am I missing anything?
mhm.
Yeah. So, and then besides that, Canvas is another really good thing where it allows, in essence, creating like a Google Doc, if you will, for
Mhm.
certain things. So, like for example, we recently were working on something. We were putting together how-to guides. And with the Canvas, I was able to outline, hey, here's the different things I want it to do. And it's able to put it together in a nicely formatted doc to allow me to really utilize it in a consistent fashion and professional fashion. So I think those are kind of the top things with Google Gemini.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then,
especially Canvas. I feel I've seen people, like I've used it for meeting notes to
yeah,
create infographics. You know, because meeting notes can be so bland sometimes, and you can just go and you enter meeting notes and you say, "Can you create a?" You just click on it and say, "Create an infographic," and it will generate fantastic, beautiful reports
yes.
for the customers.
Yeah. It's one of those things where that's going back to what we were talking about before. It's up to us to kind of keep pace with these trends.
Right.
And so just, knowing about these different options, it's awesome. So what they can see. So I think that's Gemini. That's probably one of the top tools that I'm using.
Amazing. Any other
Yeah.
tool with respect to coding?
Yeah, so I think want to hit on Notebook LM just real quick. I want to talk about Cursor a good bit, but
Hmm.
Notebook LM, that's another tool, really, really good. I think it's something where it allows you to build a notebook based on content you add and you design. So I think that's another really, really good one where, especially for something like Discovery, got a lot of recordings, allows me to quickly interact with that and understand. So I think that's a second. But then third, Cursor is one I'm probably using the most, to be honest. It is an extremely, extremely helpful tool. So best way to
Mm.
think about it is an AI coding assistant that is really, really good. And actually, we recently did a presentation on it where there were a variety of use cases, actually not just for development, but it's honestly, it's an AI tool that's built on top of Visual Studio Code that allows you to really interact with metadata in the way
Mm.
you want, and it can help to generate code in the right way. So it's honestly, it's a massive, massive tool I'm using daily.